Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Lecturer of Pancasila Education, Mr. Darda Abdullah, and the Honorable my friends, introduce my name is Jagat Maulana Tirta Chandra from English Literature. Here I will describe a video related to Pancasila as ideology Pancasila, the basis of state, to complete the UAS text. Before we know Pancasila as an ideology, first, in this video, I will explain what Pancasila is. Based on the video, Pancasila is guidebook for the Indonesian nation to achieve a justice and prosperity. Indonesia is a country that has a very wide island, which there are diverse people such as culture, tradition, and belief in a religion. And that is why this diversity is a wealth and strength for the Indonesian nation. But in uniting the various diversity, it takes a most important element, namely the element of divinity or a belief in the existence of God. Because the element of divinity is the most important basic. Because if we all agree and believe in the existence of God, then we will all respect that diversity. Because diversity occurs at the will of God, so even though we are diverse, but basically we are one, namely humans created by God. When we are able to respect each other, then we will become a civilized human beings. When we no longer discriminate against each other, when we are united, unity will be automatically be created. Because it is unity that will give birth to wise people who will later treat everyone fairly justice. In this video, we will explain about Pancasila as a national ideology. Here is explained what is the meaning of the word ideology. The first is idea or ideas. The second is logos or logos. Idea and logos are words that come from the Greek language. The word idea or ideas itself can be interpreted as ideals, goals, basic values, and guidelines. Meanwhile, for logos, it can be interpreted as science or knowledge. So, if the two words are combined, it will become an ideology. In this video, it is explained that ideology is an idea that is as deep as it is philosophical thought that becomes a guideline in determining what decide on what will be done. So it can be said that this ideology is a belief. In this video, it is also explained that ideology is a choice that bring commitment or attachment to make it happen. So, the deeper as a person ideology is, the higher his commitment to implementing his ideology will be. Here, it is explained in essence, ideology is a comprehensive and deep set of values owned and held by a person, society, or a nation as a way of life in the determining or knowing what their goals and how they behave. Then, what is the role of ideology for a country? In the context of the state, ideology can be interpreted as ideals, view of life, and basic values that are used as guidelines for all people to live and how to organize a country. Next, we will explain the values of Pancasila as a national ideology. Pancasila as the state of ideology, it is a basic idea regarding the life of the state. So, what are the values contained in the Pancasila as a state ideology? There are 5. First is people who believe and fear God and are tolerant. Second, upholding human values. The third, community united in diversity. 4, people sovereignty by prioritizing their liberation. Last, a socially just society. Then, the next thing we need to know is Pancasila is an open ideology. What is meant by open ideology is because this ideology can interact with the times and the existence of internal dynamic. So, the conclusion is that Pancasila is not a closed ideology, or is it a static ideology? So, the meaning is the nature of Pancasila itself provides opportunities for its followers to develop new thoughts that are relevant and in accordance with development from time to time. Then, the hallmark of an open ideology is that its values and ideals are not imposed from outside, but are extracted and taken from the spiritual, moral, and cultural wealth of the people themselves. Next, in this video, we'll be explaining about the comparison about Pancasila ideology with the other ideologies. If before we have discussed the meaning of ideology, then what is the meaning of Pancasila ideology itself? Pancasila ideology is a collection of values and norms that serve as the basis of beliefs and ways of thinking based on the 5 points of Pancasila. Then, there are also advantages of the Pancasila ideology. The first is to cover the weakness of the two opposing ideologies. Second is flexible and follow the times. The third includes positive values taken from various ideology. And the last one is the economy, which concerns the livelihood of many people. Of course, if there are advantages, there must be disadvantage. The drawback is that it can be lead to different interpretation and disputes to criminal. Okay, the first comparison is with the ideology of communism. So what is the communism ideology? It's an ideology that suppresses common ownership with the aim of achieving a prosperous and classless society. The advantage is, first, it is easy for the government to control inflation. Second, the occurrence of economic crisis is rare because economic activities are held by the government. Third, there is no class division in society. And the last, the government determines the type of production activity according to the plan. Then, the drawback is that the community does not have the freedom to own resources, kill individual initiative to innovate, detrimental monopoly. Next, there is the ideology of liberalism, which is an ideology based on the understanding that freedom is number one. For the advantage are, first, fostering community initiative and creation in regulating economic activities. Second, There is competition to advance because the economy. Third, every individual is free to own production resource. And the last one, producing high quality goods. Then, the drawback is it's very difficult to equalize income. There is a big gap between rich and poor, and there are frequent economic crises. Then, the last comparison is the ideology of fascism. Fascism is an ideology that prioritizes power without democracy. Its advantages include have a high sense of nationalism, have a high level of supervision and discipline, last, can make decisions of government very quickly. While the drawback is look down on other nations, have no reasonable belief and fanatic, discrimination between individuals. If there is a conflict of opinion, then the elite are in power. Okay, those are some video related to Pancasila as the state of ideology I can describe. And with this video, I end and I apologize if I have said something wrong. Once again, thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.